What's good? It's your boy Aaron Tolan. And I first want to say shout out to Tyrone Magnus and all the Magnusites like myself. I got to big ups my mans because he did the review of Independence Day, Resurgence. And I got to say, it was his review that kind of was the turning point for me to go see this movie. Now, what's funny is it got nothing but bad reviews. Like, from the jump, it was just, this movie's terrible, it's awful, whatever. But it was the kind of reviews where it was so bad, I said, you know what, I gotta see this shit for myself. So I went to see it today, and I had to say that a lot of Tyrone's critiques were dead on. My personal view of the movie was, one, this is just like one of those movies that just didn't need a sequel. And yeah, I mean, actually Tyrone said if Will Smith had been in it, it would have made a difference. It would have still been what it was. So I guess I'll start out with what I actually enjoyed about the movie. What I liked about it was, obviously the special effects were decent. I liked the whole notion of the queen alien big bitch too. She was fucking huge. I thought that was dope. The ships being bigger, and more alien. You saw the aliens more, which I actually liked. And, there was a lot of like infantry among the aliens, not so much aerial combat. I enjoyed the cast, actually. I did like the cast. Because I think that even though if the movie was bad, it just kind of reminded me, because I've done a lot of stage plays, and I've probably had a few scripts that were questionable, but me and the cast just said, fuck it, we're going to pull this shit out, and we're going to do what we can do. And the cast definitely did that. I noticed that. There were some performances that weren't exactly strong, but at the same time, everybody just pulled their weight. In my opinion, dramatically, they just pulled their weight. It was like, fuck it. These lines are horrible. This scene's probably whack as fuck, but I'm getting paid for it. We committed to this shit, so we gonna rock it out. And the cast definitely did that. And I mean, of course, I liked Data. I liked Bill as the president, former president. I liked the president's daughter. She's kind of cute. What's his face? Oh, gosh. William Fichtner. That's my dude. I like William Fichtner. I've always thought William Fichtner is cool because I liked him in the movie Go. That was the first time I ever saw him as an actor. He was funny as shit in that movie. So I like whenever he shows up, I just immediately like the movie. The African guy was kind of a stretch, but he was still dope too. It was just a lot of stuff in the movie that I was like, all right. If I'm on this trip, we might as well just roll with it. Now, what I didn't like about the movie was, like I said, there were certain scenes. And actually, Tyrone hit it on the head when he mentioned there was one scene where if this individual died, your reaction would be far more extreme. And actually, to me, that happened more than one time. And I'm going to keep the spoilers off for those who don't want to watch it, but or don't have planned to go see it. But yeah, it just had that USA movie kind of feel to it. Not as bad as sci-fi, but kind of, you might see it on sci-fi in a few years. And I'm not dissing sci-fi, but some of their movies be like, what the fuck? It just kind of was like, it was a movie where, yeah, y'all didn't have to make a sequel to this shit. And actually what's weird is I love the movie Ninja Assassin. I love Ninja Assassin because I love ninja movies, and I feel like that was one movie that really took ninja combat scenes to the next level. Like, they could talk about how fake the blood looked or whatever, cool. But overall, Ninja Assassin had amazing combat scenes, like amazing. And honestly, Ninja Assassin is the reason why I didn't like the first Ninja Turtles, because I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, I felt like Ninja Assassin has raised the bar as far as how to make ninja movies and have movies with ninja combat in it. That shit was just unmatched. So it was that good to me where I felt like they should have made a sequel to it. But now after watching Independence Day, I'm like, nah, I don't think y'all need to make a sequel. Just let that shit roll. So overall, man, I would give Independence Day out of 5 stars, I would give it a 2. 2 stars out of 5. It wasn't the worst shit I've ever seen. As far as a summer movie, was I entertained? Yeah. I mean, I wanted to find out shit. I had questions. They got answered. It was like, yeah, I get it. I just think that for a movie like that, and another fact too, it made me realize how kind of campy, I think is the word they use, how campy the first one was. Like, the first one was good to us, I think, now because, like, Will was in it. Jeff Goldblum kicked ass in that shit. Jeff was just funny in the movie. Will was in it. Harry Connick Jr. was funny in it. Like, it just had a decent cast to where they carried the film, and the effects were cool because it was just something we had never seen. But I think overall, the reason why we liked that first Independence Day, and I don't know if Tyrone covered this because I ain't biting his style, but I think the reason why it did so well is just because it was a sci-fi movie. We had not seen anything like that in years. So I think we just liked it, and then we liked how it ended. It had a lot of cliffhanger action. It was cool. And I think that's why that first one did so well. Coming back 20 years later, nah. I think honestly, if some aliens wanted to fuck us up, I don't think they would wait 20 years. They would have probably came back next year. Look at it like the NBA Finals. Like, they're not going to wait 20 years to get revenge. They're coming back next year. So, overall, 2 out of 5. But Tyrone, had to tell you, man, like, your review of it and all these bad reviews, I just said, you know what, fuck it. I want to go see just how bad this shit is. And it really didn't kill my soul, but it wasn't great. And I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but Captain America Civil War has been the best movie I've seen this year. Batman vs. Superman, I had to see it like 5 times before I actually liked it. And I am waiting on that Ultimate Edition DVD, even though I feel like it's just going to be a longer version of the same confusion. But whatever. Civil War did so well that I think X-Men fell short, Turtles fell short. I actually like Ninja Turtles too. I like Krang, just certain elements of the film that I actually liked. But Civil War just wiped out everything. So, everything just kind of falls short of that, and Independence Day definitely does. But saying that to say, Tyrone, good luck, my dude, and shout out to the Magnus sites, and hope you like this review. Later.